Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Tasha. Welcome. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're back again, welcome back. All right, you guys, so today I am making my Easter dinner, okay? And I am going to be baking a ham, which is right here. All right, I'm going to be making macaroni and cheese, baked macaroni and cheese. I have my noodles boiling right here. I make my own glaze for my ham. So that's kind of what I'm going to be showing y'all today. I'm just going to do like a cook with me, prepare my food. Y'all see how I prepare my food. And then I'm also going to make, excuse me you guys. I'm going to make cabbage. Because your girl just don't feel like cutting and cleaning greens today. And then we're going to have some Hawaiian rolls. Okay? Alright, let's get started. Alright, you guys. So, first of all, we're going to go ahead and open the ham. Okay? And this ham, it's a spiral sliced hickory smoked ham. I don't remember exactly how many pounds it is because I've already thrown it. You know how it comes in like the little net that you can hold? I've already thrown that away. But this ham can clearly feed my size family. Today I'm feeding, let's see, 6 people today. So today we have a family size of 6. Alright, I'm going to take this ham out the packaging. Alright, and then I just rinses it off. Okay. Woo, that water hot. And you guys, I really like buying the spirals ham because you do not have to slice them. I love that. Y'all, the older I have gotten, the little lazier I have gotten with cooking. I don't like doing all that cutting and stuff like I used to have to do. So, I'm going to be sitting my ham in here. This is where I'm going to bake it at. I have my oven already preset on 350 degrees, and then I'll cook the ham for like 2 hours. Okay, throw that away. All right, so this is the spiral ham. Okay, and what I do is when I make my glaze, I go ahead and get that going on the ham when it starts to bake. So those seasoning from the glaze can soak into the meat, right? So let's go ahead and get that going. I'm going to actually move this back over here so I can have room to do the glaze and show y'all how I do the glaze. I don't put any seasoning on the ham because the glaze itself is going to season it the way I want it to. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, so one of the ingredients that I use is 7-Up, okay, and I use about 2 cups, and normally y'all I measure. But I've had some comments in some of my other videos where people wanted to see, you know, like measurements and stuff. Because some people need visual aids. So, and that's okay. I get that. You know, I'm like that on some things. Alright. And then the next thing I use is brown sugar. And you can use whatever brand you want to use. And so what I do is, y'all, is I mix it up in my bowl, and then I pour it over into my the pot. Okay. So that's about 2 cups as well. Okay. And then the next thing I use, you guys, is honey. And you can use about 1 or 2 tablespoons of that. I use my butter. I showed you guys this if you've seen my other video on the French toast. I use butter that I put in for my glaze, and I use actually the whole stick, and this is like a half a cup. Okay. All right. Hands get a little sticky. Okay. And then the next thing, you guys, I do is I use pineapples. And if you guys see my video, my shop with me, my shopping haul video that I did the other day, my freezer shopping haul, if you haven't seen that, I'll attach that video in the cards. I was able to get pineapple, whole pineapple at the store here in my city called Myers. They had the whole pineapple for 77 cents. They actually, Kroger's actually had the whole pineapple for 88 cents. Okay. So I use I have another little chopper. You guys, I started incorporating these gadgets over the years of cutting, you know, for holidays, cutting all those vegetables and stuff up by hand. After a while, you guys, that stuff gets tight. That's what they got these gadgets here for, so that's what I'm going to use them for. But yeah, so I just take my pineapple and I just pour it on over into my little chopper. Okay? And you guys can get these mini choppers. I think I got this at Walmart. It's been a few years ago, but I believe I paid like $10 for it. It wasn't real expensive. And then you just press down on that button and it chops itself. Take the blade out. And it has that creamy consistency, and that's what I want, because I take that and I put that over into my glaze. Now, some people use pineapple in the can. You can do that. The pineapple in the can, y'all, is like $2, $3 if you get Dole. If you get generic, of course, you can get it for much cheaper. But if you can buy a whole pineapple for 77 cents for the whole pineapple, why not do that? Because you're going to get more than just what you need for your recipe. You can use the remaining of the pineapple, which I'm going to do. I'm going to freeze it, save it for smoothies later on, or whatever. Or then you cut some up and put it in the refrigerator, because my children love fresh fruit. Alright? So, we got that. And so then I just take my spoon and I just mix that around. Now, of course, the butter is not going to melt until I get it over into the pot. But I'm just mixing my brown sugar, my honey, my 7-Up, getting all that mixed around. Alright. And I go ahead and pour that over into my pot. And turn my stove on to like medium low, and you let that slow cook. You don't want to turn it up real high, you guys, because you're using brown sugar, and brown sugar, it's sugar, it's going to stick. So you want that to slow heat, slow cook. So you cut that on like low. or medium to low, okay? All right. And while we're waiting on that, my noodles, I had all my noodles already cooking. So we got the noodles already done. And I'm going to show y'all what I do for my macaroni and cheese. Alright. Then I just need to drain the water off these noodles. Let's drain that off. Put that over in there. Turn that eye off. So I can sit that over there. And I don't sit it directly on the eye, you guys. I sit it kind of like off the eye a little bit because I don't want it, because you know the eye is still on, so it'll still cook. And it can burn the noodles. Okay. Put my drainer back. Alright. So, what we want to do next, you guys, is get our cheese together. Alright. Now actually, you know what, you guys? Let's actually do this. Let's move this over here. I have a brand new set of pots, you guys, that I bought a couple months ago. And I actually didn't want to use them until after we moved into our new house. So I just realized that. So I'm going to have to transfer that and then start my cheese over here in this pot. Okay. Sit that right there. Okay. So I use Velveeta. I try not to use, when I do baked macaroni cheese, yeah, I try not to use any other cheese but Velveeta. Okay. I'm gonna open that up. And then I'm still, you know, checking on my glaze. Alright. And then the next thing I use, you guys, is I use one thing of cream cheese. Okay. Because I like for my macaroni and cheese, baked macaroni and cheese, to be creamy. Okay. But I don't use, I use about 4 ounces, so like half. I just use half of the cream cheese. And then the next ingredient that I use, you guys, is evaporated milk. Okay? And I used a whole can of that. That's another reason why I only use half of the cream cheese. Okay. And the last ingredient that I use is the Kerrygold Pure Irish Butter. If you guys have not tried this, I actually got this. I do use the Danish creamer, okay? But I'm out of it right now, so I had the Kerrygold. If you guys check out Francois Vlog's channel, she orders this when she does her Walmart grocery pickup. She orders this Kerrygold all the time. She's a VSG patient, and she really likes this Kerrygold. And so she got me to use it just by watching her videos. I started using it myself. If you're a VSG patient, or if you just want to learn how to eat more healthier, you guys go check her channel out. It's called Francois Vlogs, and I'll link her channel somewhere over here somewhere probably, okay? And I just use half a stick of this, of the Kerrygold butter. I'm sorry, I'm looking for the container came in. Alright. So we have this stuff here, you guys. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on top of the stove and let it start melting. And again, I put this on the slow melt too, because it's cheese. You don't want it to start sticking. And let's see here. Oh, lost my spoon. I'm gonna check my my glaze. Okay, everything is still melting. So what I do for my glaze, you guys, it's just a little bit more butter to be melted. But I want my glaze a little thicker because right now it has a kind of a runny consistency. So what I do is, to make it a little thicker, I use cornstarch, okay? And I just grab about 2 of these serving spoon full of the cornstarch, and stir it in, and just stand there and keep stirring it in until it kind of just evens out within your mixture. And that cornstarch, you guys, is going to give it that glazy consistency. And once that cornstarch evaporates on into the glaze, then you go ahead and pour it over your ham. Put it in the oven on 350 degrees and let it bake for about, I don't know, about 2 hours. Alright, you guys, once we get ready to put these things, the macaroni, cheese, and the ham in the oven, we'll be back. Alright, you guys, so now I'm back with waiting to put the glaze. So just so y'all can see the consistency of that glaze. I hope you guys can see that. See that? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to just start pouring it over like a, yeah, it has a consistency like of a marmalade. And because it's spiral cut, I make sure that it gets in between those spirals. Cutting that pineapple in there is kind of what gives it that spiraled, excuse me, y'all, that marmalade consistency. Okay. And then, of course, you know, there's some that falls at the bottom. But basically what I do for that is while it's cooking, and it'll start when it goes into the oven, start cooking, it'll start, you know, it loses a little of its consistency. It'll get it a little more liquid, and I take the liquid and just pour it in between the spiral slices. Okay, so my stove is already on 350. I put my lid on and I sit it in the oven. Okay, and now we're going to check on our cheese for our macaroni. And all right, so that it's starting to bring you guys over here so you can see that as well. Okay. And it's mixing pretty well. So what I do, you guys, I add a little accent. Okay. And I add some pepper. Okay. Mix that in there. Pretty good. A little more accent. And you don't want it to start sticking to the bottom. Okay. So now we can go ahead and pour this in over into the macaroni, okay? So I'm going to bring y'all back over here. So we can go ahead and do that. Bring it up a little bit so you guys can see. Alright. So here's our macaroni. Here's our cheese sauce. Okay. Turn that eye off. Alright. And we just mix that around in there. Mix that around. Mix that around. Then I got to get my pot that I'm going to put it in, that we're going to bake it in. That on out. And we can just take that. Put that on in there. Okay. Okay. All right. And then to top it off, we take some of our cheddar shredded cheese and we sprinkle that on there. And take our lid, y'all, and put it in the oven. And I let it bake on 350 as well. And I check it for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, because the noodles is already cooked. The cheese is pretty much cooked. You just want it to bake in and build that mold, that baked macaroni and cheese mold. So that's why you're putting it in the oven. Okay. We just slide that on in there. And voila, y'all. And when it's done, I'm going to show you the finished product. Alright, you guys. So we're back. And we have the finished product. Alright. We got the ham. We have the macaroni and cheese. Y'all see how good that look? And it tastes even better. We have our cabbage over here. That is done. I'm going to turn that off. So let me show you guys something really quick. So it made a lot of juice. But like I told you guys, it's going to liquefy a little bit. Y'all see that? So what I do is I take my ladle and I just pour them juices right on over there. Y'all see that? And the glaze is able to stick to the ham. Basically what's in the bottom of the pot is what liquefied that fell off when I was putting it in. Y'all see that? Let me bring that closer so y'all can see that. Let me bring that closer. Baby. And it smells delicious. And then as far as our macaroni and cheese, see how that's baked all together? And then I'm going to show you guys the cabbage. The cabbage just finished cooking. Bring that over here to you guys so y'all can see that. And that's the finished product on the cabbage. Alright. And what I do with my cabbage, you guys, I put bacon in my cabbage, okay? I put bacon. I didn't show you guys how I made the cabbage because I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've been cooking all morning, so. But, y'all see that? I put, so when I make my cabbage, I cut my cabbage up. I season my cabbage with accent, salt and pepper, or excuse me, pepper. I put vinegar in my cabbage. I put the bacon in there. And I put just about 2 tablespoons of sugar. And there you go, you guys. And we're going to get ready to eat, okay? So, I just want to say thank y'all so much for watching this video. I really appreciate cooking for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as my family's going to enjoy it. I know you guys can't actually eat it, but you can just imagine how it tastes. If you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Y'all have a good day and happy Easter to everybody. Bye-bye.